this life. So where do I start from? Sometimes I just look at people and I'm like, why are people like this? Why do you have to harbor so much hate for one person? This person never misses class. This person is never absent in school. This person teaches well. Why so much hate? I don't know. It's just too difficult for me sometimes. So how I got the interdiction, very long story. I transferred from a school to another, just a walking distance away, due to frustration that started when I was pregnant, given a sick off by the doctors, and my boss was complaining so much that I'm working and I'm not working and I'm being paid. So instead of having problems, I looked for a transfer in the immediate school. She tried to prevent the transfer, but someone from the sub-county TSC office intervened. She went personally to the the county office, and talked to the county director to give me the transfer. But before I could join the new school, they had a meeting about me, saying that there is a new teacher coming from the neighboring school and she's like this. So when I just joined them, everyone was avoiding me. And then with time, they realized I'm that good teacher, I teach. So they started interacting with me. But the principal now was not contented. From the first day, he told me that he will never release me to another school, and punished. And because my work is so well, I usually do my best in class. I usually give my best whenever I do my work. So because my work could not fix me, there was this season when we had so many strikes in the country. So many schools were going on strike. And then our deputy got a transfer. And they decided with the principal to bid the students by on assembly. And that is when we realized, not me alone, that the students were not happy about that. They even almost went on strike. They were calmed down, but the tension did not end. So the following week, the students tried to strike again, saying that the tea had no milk, something like that. So there was that tension. And then eventually they went on strike. So as they went on strike, the principal immediately posted on the WhatsApp group that the students had gone on strike because someone told them that they were girls. And because it was not me, I did not do it. I did not imagine that someone could be me. So I never even commented. I was just quiet. And then the next thing, he started advertising for a physics chemistry teacher. I never thought it's because he wanted to interdict me. So I never even imagined. So as they went home, when they went home, one of the students took his parents' phone and texted me that before they went on strike, the boarding master, Mr. Muremi Boniface, had summoned him, asking him if I told them in class if they were girls, and that is why they had not gone on strike like other boys' schools. So from that student, that's when I knew I am being framed. I was in shock. I was stressed. So they came back and all the boys were given questionnaires asking them who told them that they were girls. So most of them were saying, we heard that it was Madam Kefrin, because before the strike, some of them had been called. And you remember, when you call one student, tell him or her one thing, it spreads. So they were telling others, we have heard that Madam Kefrin said that we were girls. So when they came back from the strike, they were given questionnaires and told to write who told them that they were girls. So most of them were writing, we heard that it was Madam Kefrin. Some of them were writing it was the principal, because the principal also had told them on assembly, you are not girls the way you have been told. By that time, I didn't know it was me. So when the questionnaires were written, remember, I was not even allowed to enter the compound. Immediately the student came back, The police were told to prevent me from entering the compound, from mingling with other teachers. So I was isolated, and then the police started questioning me why I did that. I was in shock and in a lot of distress. So after that, I was summoned with a fake charge sheet by the police to go to court. I went to court, and then I found that there was no file for my case. Went back to the office, they snatched back the charge sheet. I had already taken pictures, which I have so many of them. And the principal also took a photocopy from me for the charge sheet, because I had to ask him for permission as I went to the court. So he used the same charge sheet to summon the board and interdict me. So I was called for the board meeting about 2 weeks later, and the whole time everyone in that meeting was trying to convince me to accept the allegations and be forgiven, or accept and be warned, or deny and be interdicted. And because I'm that one person who always stands for the truth. I'm that kind of a person. I always stand for the truth, no matter what. So I stood for the truth and told them I will always stand for the truth, even if it means standing alone. And that is how the board was dismissed. And then a few days later, I was given an interdiction letter, which was old. Actually, it was typed some times back, folded, and then my name was just written using a biro. Once you are interdicted in Kenya, you are not supposed to look for any job. You're supposed to wait for your hearing. So you're supposed to wait for your hearing as you go to the sub-county office on a weekly or 2 weeks basis. So I went to the sub-county office, talked to the lady there. She was so nice. She told me that they had sent someone from that office to try defend me during my BOM hearing, but the principal was so adamant. He refused to help me out. So that he also said that the BOM chair tried to defend me, but the principal refused. And then the lady told me that it will be over, don't worry, you will be fine, blah, blah, blah. It was stressful. So I waited for months and months. That was November, December, January, February, March. And then a week to the hearing, I was given a letter. Remember, you're supposed to be given 1 month before the hearing. So a week to the hearing, I was given a letter summoning me for the hearing. I prepared myself. Something I've forgotten. Before the hearing now, I went to the KUPPET offices seeking help. And the funniest thing is that the KUPPET people, all of them that were in the Kiambu office, specifically Mr. Thogo, were trying to convince me to accept the allegations so that I'll be forgiven. So I was like, why is it that everyone, from the board, from the principal, everyone is telling me to accept something that I didn't do? Is that really helping me? So I refused, and Thogo dropped me. So the hearing date came. I prepared myself, went alone. I did not look for any help because I knew being innocent means you are vindicated. So I went alone for the hearing, and to my surprise, they came. The principal came with 8 plus him, 9 witnesses, and a file full of questionnaires, the box file from the students. So he was the first one to be called in, and then the BOM chair. And the funniest thing, I confirmed that the BOM chair tried to defend me. He pretended that he was joining them for the hearing, but tried to defend me because he said that the students went on strike because they were just tired. Other schools had gone on strike and there were rumors of incitement. He did not victimize me. Then the principal and all the 5 students, Telvin, Eliud, all of them defended me, but I was not reinstated. Again, I was given another 4 months suspension with 0 salary. After the suspension, I was not even posted. After the posting, I was rejected. And then rejected again. So I've been moving like this. Trust me when I tell you that I did not do it. I did not, and I'm not afraid of sharing my truth. I will continue sharing the truth until these people either apologize or it's that